All right, Husky fans, it's that time of year again. The MAC tournament is back, and it's at Kent State this weekend, March 8th and 9th inside the MAC Center. With me, I have NIU head wrestling coach Ryan Ludwig. Coach, thanks for coming out. Let's get started, break down this tournament. This year, you got all the newcomers in the mix: Missouri, Northern Iowa, Old Dominion. How much more competitive does that make the tournament this year as compared to maybe the years past when you didn't have as many of these high-quality programs in there?
Yeah, I mean, enormously competitive. I think with the original 6 2 years ago, that our conference was getting more and more competitive on a yearly basis, and that was very tangible. Last year with the addition of Missouri and Northern Iowa, obviously a lot more firepower coming in. And this year with the addition of Old Dominion, it just gets that much more tough. So arguably the second toughest and deepest conference in the country with 9 teams. The addition of Missouri, Northern Iowa, and Old Dominion, all nationally ranked programs with several nationally ranked individuals. So I think without question, our tournament has become considerably more tough and more deep, and we're excited about that.
Okay. Automatic bids are kind of at a premium this year, at 197, 285. So what advantage does that give guys like Sean Scott, Jared Torrance having such high seeds going into this tournament?
Yeah, at 197, the committee decided that 2 automatic bids have been birthed to that weight class. So that's a strong weight class in the Mid-American Conference at 197. As a matter of fact, I was surprised there was only 2, and that is at a premium. So Sean Scott received the 3 seed. I think theoretically a high seed gets you better consideration of the tournament, but in my mind and what we tell our guys on the team and what they understand very clearly is that you still have to wrestle the matches, regardless of what seed or where you are in the bracket. The only thing you worry about is the match in front of you. Several strange things happen every year at championship events, so you can't worry about what someone else is doing on the other side of the bracket. You take care of your business, and that's how you do your job and work your way through the brackets. So I think in essence having a high seed is a nice idea, but you still have to wrestle the matches and do your job. At 285 we have Jared Torrance, who got the number 3 seed, which clearly he deserves. He got a win over Cabell in the early season, but Blaze Cabell's had a great year. He's nationally ranked and pulled in an automatic qualifier spot. So Jared's going to have to wrestle a very tough tournament to fill that 3rd slot. And we're looking no further than the number 1 match we have, which is Matt Turdo of Old Dominion, first round. So he's a tough opponent. We had a close match with him last time we were down in Virginia Beach. So that's our one goal and one focus right now is to take him in the first round.
Right. 5 weight classes this year with 5 automatic bids each. But you have to think, at 157, that's a very, very deep weight class. In fact, you have a nationally ranked kid such as NIU's Andrew Morse, who has to wrestle in to the main bracket just to get things going. Do you think he can actually come out of that preliminary round, even though he probably is going to have to face Ian Miller, the top seed, and still make a good run in the tournament?
Absolutely, I do. I mean, my staff and I believe 100% in Andrew Morse and his abilities. That being said, we are looking no further than Wally Maziarz of Buffalo in the first round. Now, Andrew had an early season loss versus Jensen from UNI, which placed him at the 8th seed in the tournament. So yes, we are drawn in, and we have to wrestle through that first match to get into there to wrestle the number 1 seed. But again, we have to win that match to get in, Mike. So that's the one we're concerned about. I think he has been extremely close with so many guys in that weight class. As a matter of fact, we've lost in overtime to a couple of these ranked guys and had 1 2-point matches with some of the other ones. So Andrew's capable of doing big things this weekend, but we have to maintain our focus and take it match by match.
Okay. Obviously, looking back to last year, you had Matt Mugin. He came from 174 as a 7 seed, got an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Do you see any 1 or 2 guys this year that could possibly make a similar run at an NCAA bid?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see 1 or 2 guys. I'm thinking 10. I think our guys are capable of big things this year. We're thinking of ourselves as landmines throughout this wrestling bracket. Our guys are going to go in there with a full head of steam. We're peaking at the right time. I think when our guys come together and all 10 guys are firing on all cylinders, that we're a dangerous team. That's what we're looking to do this weekend. And I'm not thinking in terms of 1 or 2 guys surprising people. I'm thinking of all 10.
Obviously, tournament, it isn't all about NCAA tournament bids. It's also about bringing home MAC championships. So who in your lineup do you think could really push for a MAC title this year?
Yeah, that's a great question. And of course, the MAC title and MAC championships are extremely important to us. on top of NCAA bids. And I'm not going to answer that question with one specific guy. Again, I think all of our guys are capable. I think we've got some seniors that are looking to do some very big things and close the door on their career in the league in a very special way. I also think we have some underclassmen that are looking to really break through and prove themselves. So, like I said before, championship events and working your way through these kind of things are extremely unpredictable. So I think it's anybody's tournament at any time, and I think our guys have championship runs on their mind.
All right, Coach, good luck this weekend. And fans, you can follow along with the NIU wrestling team out at Kent. Just follow along at mac-sports.com, or you can follow along on social media at NIU Wrestling and at NIU Scores.